Still no snow in Denver as the weekend winds down. It sure feels like fall though, but so far the flakes have just skipped on by us again. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Phil Lipoff. If you are itching for that first sign of snow, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. I know we sound like a broken record, and I know I do when I say I'm fine with that, but Kathy, how much longer?
Well, it's interesting you asked me that question because I've actually been on a text stream with the members of the 9 News Weather Impact team yesterday and today because we're weather geeks, and even when we're off, we all talk about the weather. We're pretty excited about next weekend, Phil. Next Saturday and Sunday, I put out a potential weather impact alert both days. Very cold, but it looks really good for snow. So there you go. And the Thanksgiving travel week looks decent, which is, I think, good news for everyone. The sun has set. We've got a little color out there with mostly cloudy skies. In spite of that cloud cover today, we had mild temperatures in the 50s, and it was a great day to go skiing, but the mountains need some snow. And some of our mountain ranges are seeing that snow tonight. 52 degrees at the studios. That is average for the date. Look at this beautiful storm on the radar. I love this. Look at how pretty it is. Counterclockwise flow transporting up moisture back into Colorado. Almost looks like a springtime weather map there. On radar, we're seeing the best snow in the Sangre de Cristo range, the La Garita range. We're seeing scattered rain showers as far to the north as Highlands Ranch, Castle Rock, Parker, Kiowa, Byers. We're just right on the fringe in Denver. We can't seem to buy much in the way of rain, but we did get a little bit of light rain for those of us that drove in from the south this afternoon. But all the interesting weather is over southern Colorado, and that is where the storm is tracking tonight. There are winter weather and travel advisories out for the southern mountains through 11 o'clock tonight for a 4 to 8 inch total. And then we really see the storm move on out of here. We get kind of a clearing trend overnight tonight and a much nicer day coming up for you tomorrow. So temperatures trend cool tonight. Your weather headlines. That's right. We've got a Thanksgiving holiday week to talk about and the chance for snow in Denver next weekend.
Kathy, thank you. Aurora police say a man is in the hospital after a shooting that happened overnight. It happened just after midnight at the Circle K on Sable Boulevard, just north of Alameda. Police say 2 men inside the store were arguing when one shoved the other, causing a gun to go off. That bullet hit a bystander who wasn't involved in the argument. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening gunshot wound. Aurora police found one of the men involved in the argument. He's been arrested on charges, including second-degree assault. They're also still looking for the other man.
Denver police are investigating an overnight shooting that sent someone to the hospital. We're working to find out how that person's doing. DPD says this happened about 12:45 this morning on West Florida Avenue, about a block from Tennyson. There is no information about the shooter at this point. As soon as we hear back from police, we'll bring you information on air and online. Loveland police are investigating accusations of child abuse at a daycare. Officers arrested Michelle Sanders after reports of kids getting hurt under her watch. She's facing several child abuse charges. Police say Sanders ran her daycare from her home. Police believe there are more victims, and they're asking parents who notice signs of abuse on their kids to call the tip line.
A convicted murderer will serve even more prison time now for killing a fellow inmate. This happened at the Lyman Correctional Facility back in 2023. The 23rd Judicial DA's office says that the 40-year-old Arthur Price was sentenced to more than 40 additional years for killing a 65-year-old inmate. He pleaded guilty to murder and assault charges. The DA's office says Price was already 12 years into a 36-year sentence for murdering a woman.
The woman who hit and killed a 17-year-old cyclist in Boulder may be placed in a halfway house just 6 months into her 4-year sentence. Magnus White was a Team USA cyclist who was hit and killed by a car while he was riding his bike. It happened along Highway 119 in Boulder County in July of 2023. A judge sentenced 24-year-old Yeva Smiljanska to 4 years in prison for White's death. But now, according to a letter obtained by our partners at the Denver Gazette, the Colorado Department of Corrections told the family that Smiljanska is being transferred to a halfway house. It's a transitional living facility for inmates to be reintegrated into the community. Colorado law states an inmate with a referral from the court or DOC can be assessed for the program. The referral does still need to be approved. The White family has submitted a victim impact statement fighting that approval.
Firefighters, as you know, are the first ones to run toward danger when it happens, take care of other people. Sometimes, though, they don't prioritize their own health. Now, Advent Health Parker is helping our heroes. Advent Health is supporting current and former firefighters with the Firefighter Lung Cancer Screening Program. A trauma surgeon with the company tells 9 News lung cancer rates are about 10% higher for firefighters than the average population, and that they have a 14% higher chance of dying from that cancer because of the chemicals and fumes that they constantly inhale. The surgeon says the program has grown a lot since it started. Lieutenant Duke Verschow with South Metro Fire says screening was an easy process, 5 to 10 minutes out the door. He wants other first responders to get it done as well.
Just get out and get it done. I mean, there's so much that we're exposed to every year. Having the know that you have something to look forward to as far as keeping your health and staying in good health, where you can find it early, you can catch it early. Like you said, we take care of so many other people. It's really important to take care of ourselves. So
Absolutely.
Get out and get it done.
If you want to get screened at Advent Health Parker, you can call Nurse Karen Wilson. The number's 303-269-4171. RTD is offering a gift of connection this holiday season. Starting Friday, RTD will host a special Holiday Light rail service from I-25 through downtown and to 5 Points.
It's been nearly 3 months since a train went through that neighborhood. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch tells us how some businesses are responding to the line's return.
RTD says this holiday train will give people more convenient access to events, restaurants, and shops in the downtown loop and surrounding areas. But some business owners are uncertain if the line will actually bring riders and revenue. New neighbors are coming to Denver every day. Michelle Sawyer recently brought her sandwich shop and bakery to 5 Points.
We've been here 3.5 years.
She loves a lot about the area.
The diversity, the history, the music, the people.
But Sawyer can't help but notice one of her neighbors is a bit flaky.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit unreliable.
Her neighbor, Elle, has been on vacation since August due to rail reconstruction work. Friday, she's temporarily returning for the holidays. Sawyer isn't sure she'll have a welcome return.
Oh boy, I'm ever hopeful that things will improve in 5 Points. So I would hope that people are downtown enjoying all the holiday festivities and they would hop on and come down to see us in 5 Points, but that hasn't happened in the past.
On the other side of the tracks, Welton Street Cafe has been a 5 Point staple for decades. It's been here long enough for Fatima Dickerson.
Yeah, the D line.
To remember Elle when she was D.
I rode the train for a long time. When I was in college, because I went to Metro University, and I also went to the University of Denver.
Dickerson says she doesn't know how many customers Elle brings to her restaurant.
I think we still have a lot of work to do in our business district to make sure that we have occupancy and having things that people want to come in our neighborhood to do.
But like most neighborhoods, when someone leaves, their absence is felt.
We have a lot of visually impaired community members that come in here, and I know having the train not running has really impacted their commute to us.
RTD says the line will be fully operational January 4th. Business owners hope their neighbor doesn't come back to 5 Points empty-handed.
We want everyone in Metro Denver to come down, whether they come on the train or not, come on down to 5 Points.
The final phase of the downtown rail reconstruction project will be on the Welton Street corridor. The agency will evaluate station accessibility and reconstruct the existing light rail track. That's set to begin in 2026. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
All right, Janelle, thank you.
A big day for Shador Sanders today. He made his first career NFL start. And of course, Dad was there, even though he was late last night coaching the game. Coach Prime greeted Shador in the tunnel before the game with a big hug. So far, it's been a pretty good day for the former Buff. He threw his first touchdown, and the Browns are winning 24-10. So much attention on this one. A lot of people have strong opinions. And anything, like Coach Prime always says, anything attached to me is going to be controversial. So.
Absolutely. But good for Shador.
I know. Yeah. Let him just separate himself and see how he does.
He's heard a lot of noise. And yeah, he's got to separate himself too. You're right.
Yep.